Joe Tamargo from WetHeadPumpRepair.com. Alright, so here I am today with a Jacuzzi pool pump. A customer dropped this off and the bearings are screaming. So we wanted to let you know that if you have a Jacuzzi Magnum pool pump, okay, you can rebuild this pump. You can either A, buy the parts from us, okay, we'll sell you the bearings and the seals and you can rebuild it yourself by watching our series of videos, or B, you can send it in to us and we'll rebuild it for you, okay? But you don't want to throw your pump away. I'm going to plug this in for 3 seconds. Ready? Or maybe 5 seconds. Ready? Go ahead, Robert. Alright. Now you can hear. So there you go. Once you remove that, you'll be able to remove this collar. Robert, grab that wet end. Okay, once we do that, you can slide the wet end right out. Okay, so I will remove this collar here, put that with the wet end, alright? And now you can see we have a couple of nuts there, alright? We want to take our nuts, so then we showed you how to remove the diffuser ring, so now I'm going to show you how to remove the impeller, right? If you have a leaking pump and your pump is leaking between the wet end and the motor, you need to change the seal, and we're going to show you how to do so. Okay, so in the back of this motor, you're going to see your shaft here. I will turn this impeller so you can see the shaft moving through here. You want to get yourself a wrench just like this, okay? And then you'll see on the back of that shaft is a flat spot. So you want to grab the flat spot with your wrench. And then what you want to do is you want to grab your impeller just like this with your own hands, okay? So I'm going to grab my flat spot now with the wrench. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spin this impeller off, see? I'm holding the wrench on the backside. And now I'm spinning the impeller right off just like that. So we're going to trade right there, okay? And we'll pull the armature just like out of that. Alright, so now once you have this motor armature, you can set that aside wherever you like. We'll set ours on the table. That's the stator, the rotor. Alright. Now what you want to do is you want to knock the end bell off. Just like that. Alright, there you go. There's your bearings. So you have 5 seconds to let you hear how quiet it is now. Go ahead, Robert. Alright, see, I can even talk over this. It's nice and quiet. Let it run for a few more seconds, my boy. Alright, see that? Nice and quiet. I'm like, hey, how you doing? He's like, Merry Christmas, what's up? What's going on? Alright, so there you go. Nice and quiet. And you can, if you go back to the other videos, go ahead and plug that out, man. Alright, so in the other videos, you go back to the other video and be like, wow, that thing was loud. So what we did was we changed the bearings inside here. There was two 6203 bearings inside this. Now, if you don't believe me, you can go back and check out the other videos, and I'll show you exactly what was in it. I think we made about 8 videos showing you how to take apart this pump and how to put it back together. So once again, this is Joe Tamargo from WetHeadPumpRepair.com. If you need bearings or if you have a loud and noisy pool pump that's Jacuzzi and you need to quiet it down, you can rebuild it. You can mail it to us. We'll rebuild it for you. We painted it for the customer. And we wanted to go over what parts we used once again, because we got a lot of questions on the forums from people like, hey man, what parts are in my pump? I seen your videos, and they're like, what did you say, man? Okay, so here we go. The rear bearing is a 6203. 6203 for the rear bearing. Okay, for the front bearing, 6203 for the front bearing. And for the seal, for the shaft that seals the motor and the wet end, that is a PS201. Alright? So there you go.